the prank I played on my grandma? I tell you that?
No, what would you do?
All right, so I would come home from college, right?
Uh-huh.
And my parents lived in Texas, and my grandma lived in Indiana. So I was going to school in Indiana. So when I would come home to see my friends on the weekend, I would just kind of throw all my shit for the weekend at my grandma's. So that was my first stop home on Friday. So usually I walk in, she's doing a puzzle or something. I'm like, hey, and I got to run in and take a shit. It was like my routine. And this time there's no grandma. Door's unlocked, no grandma. And she was gone somewhere shopping or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I got to take a shit. And I took it. I like set a personal record. It was the longest turd I'd ever created in my life.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself back. You're like, wow.
Yeah. I got off and I'm like, oh my God, did that come out of me? Like, and then secondly, I was like, oh, I don't even want to flush it. Like, I kind of like nobody's going to believe me. So I need to document it somehow. And it's before like, smartphones. So I go walking around and I see a disposable one of those like they lay out on the tables for wedding receptions, those disposable cameras. It was laying on by her sewing machine. So I take it and I snap a picture of this log, the record breaking log, and I wind it up for the next picture. So it's ready to go. And I set it back on the sewing machine and I just kind of forget about it. Right. I was in a hurry to go see my friends. I didn't think any more about it. And then 6 months goes by. I come home for a weekend. Grandma's there in her usual spot in the kitchen, putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And she goes, well, hello, Mr. Funny Guy. And I was like, what are you talking about? Because I totally forgot. And she goes, well, we went on our seniors trip to the Little Nashville Opry. And I took a roll of pictures and went and had that roll developed at the drugstore, and probably should have looked at the pictures first, but I didn't. I just went straight to the senior center. It was euchre night, and I laid them out on the table and like, hey, here's the pictures from our trip to the Little Nashville Opry if everybody wants to go through it. Then this one old lady gets to the picture, and she's like, what is this, Marie?
Fucking Marie. Taking pictures of your dumpskis, Marie?
Nobody can figure out they're passing it around, she said, and they were all trying to guess because it was pretty close. And then my grandpa got it, and he goes, that's a turd. I bet you Todd took that.
Oh, shit, dude.